manager now. Thank you, Scrub. Let me just create this game. Oh, we're nearly on US East by accident. Putting it back on EU because we've got a full European lobby here. Alright, I don't know how many people are going to be Espers. Is this 2v2? Can you make it rumble? Now, we're just going to do regular 2v2 right now. Because that's what I told people it would be. People are enjoying private 2s. Or the pro players are enjoying private 2s, they're telling me. So we're just going to give them what they want. Because at the end of the day, they are the players who are putting on the show. I'm just hopefully enhancing the experience somewhat.
Here's Johnny.
Esper.
Love your videos and
Esper all round.
4S in my favorite.
Hey, Major Talent, thanks for the resub. 3 months in a row. Enjoy the sexy new badge that you're going to have. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying the 1v4s. We did do one earlier today, which will be up on YouTube in December. And we got a full Esper 2v2 on the go at the moment. Turbopolsa, Scrub Killa going up against Mistaken Gontho. And now Mistaken Gontho, they were actually playing ranked 2s before they joined this lobby. So hopefully they can put up some pretty good team plays. Overlay. Oh my goodness, sorry about the freeze, but I'll get rid of that overlay really quickly. Bang! We did it. Yeah, every time I tab out, the screen's going to freeze, but I did want to remove that overlay so everybody with OCD doesn't kill themselves. There you go, I've removed it. But yeah, every time I tab out, the screen's going to freeze because I'm running a 144 Hz monitor, and it lags if I don't run the game in full screen, which freezes if you tab out in OBS. So there's the explanation on that one. Full Esper lobby, very funny sounding car. Pretty good sounding car, I would say. Oh, it's getting ruined by the flamethrower, unfortunately, on Gontho. You've got to run a quiet boost trail so you can really appreciate the whirling that you get from the Esper. It's a pretty funny looking car. It's not terrible though, I like it. It's a tall car, but also very thin at the front. So it's quite nimble getting around the ball left to right. And very good for throwing. Turbo just going to fire this one right at the goal, showing no respect to Gontho's goalkeeping. Gontho's slapping it away though. There's the team play that I was hoping to see out of these guys. Mistake the, probably in my opinion, the best keyboard and mouse player in the world. But that's up for people to judge. But Mistake is of course a keyboard and mouse player, also 14 years old and from Israel. So there's the bio on him. Pretty unique player, if you ask me. Very good one. So definitely check him out if you get the chance to. I believe he does live stream on Twitch. All of these guys I think have live streamed before. Maybe I don't know if I remember Gontho streaming, but oh, Scrub with a dunk at the near post. Mistake. Maybe could have got up for this. I feel like he turned a little bit too slow for this one. Just powering it in was Scrub. He says it's a freight train. It's decent but no octane. Interesting. Change the title. I've already done it. You need to refresh. It's a worse turning radius than the octane. Yeah, you're not wrong. It is a worse turning radius. And thanks for the donation, Frost Gamers. Oh. Had to say this. Oh no! Come on, man! I knew it. I knew it. I was like, I'm waiting for anyone to have a legitimate question or like a legitimate compliment or insult or anything. It's just Moi every single time. Like every single donation message is just Moi. It's gonna be the end of me. It's gonna be the end of Moi. It's a good pass by Scrub. Well read by Gontho. He blocked the shot of Turbo pretty well. I don't think there was actually an angle that Turbo could have got that past Gontho. The third for Leaf. He is teamed up right now with GM Sexay, and who is their third? I can't remember. Is it Mui? I think it's Mui, the Norwegian pro player. Very low scoring affair we have here. Very defensive approach. Look at how deep Turbo is sitting. Not even moving in on these open net center balls. He's just going to wait back. Looks for the rebound to the middle. The consistent pressure that Scrub and Turbo are able to get here kind of shows what a lot of the high-level EU 2 versus 2 lobbies will look like. Just a lot of boost stealing like that one we just saw from Scrub Killa, and a lot of interceptions. See Turbo already moving over to the side. He expects the ball to get cleared to, and like more boost stealing by Scrub. Just wide open net. Like not much Gontho can do. He's boost starved at this point. Trying to get back in time. He's like he picked up I think 12, but he's having to flip so many times just to have a chance to get back in time. At what point is a player called a pro? I mean, I call someone a pro if they have decent finishes in like power rankings or tournaments, online tournaments. act like you hate it equals more people spamming despite him equals more money for me. I mean, I upped the minimum donation amount so that people couldn't do it for 70p. I was like, this is ridiculous. Decent save by mistake. The scrub reading the clear again, and this time Turbo reading the clear. Oh, he couldn't get the right side of the ball though. Plenty of boost to recover fast though for Turbopolsa. Gontho's gonna hit this forward to himself, but he's hit it way wide. It's gonna naturally clear. Unfortunately for the orange team, they're not having many shots on goal, and this deep rotational style for Gontho makes it difficult for them to consistently pressure Scrub and Turbo, because look how much time Scrub has to recover there before Gontho's back in the game, and that's what led to that goal at the end of the day. Just a very, very deep rotation by Gontho and a slow recovery time to get back into attack. What's my opinion on Mark? It's a decent car. Decent car. But yeah, the messages, the donation messages, it starts off like legitimate and then they change into moi halfway through. They always fool me. Like I'm expecting it. For some reason I never see it coming. I don't know why. You've asked multiple questions this stream and that's when I read. Yeah, I'm sorry. If if the game is interesting, I tend not to look at my chat too much. I look over to my chat if not much is happening in the game, or if it's very one-sided like this. So I'm starting to look at my chat a bit more because there's not a lot to say. If it's 4-0, clearly we just have a mismatch this game. Turbo and Scrub staying far more aggressive when the ball is on attack for them, but not getting too close to each other. They're spreading out just enough that they can always have one of their team getting between the ball and the clear, or getting between their goal and the angle that Leaf, Gontho, and Mistake are trying to clear it in. Turbo's jump kind of got denied right there.
Who is the oldest pro player? How old
Zane
is
Jackie.
too old? No moi.
Nothing.
Smiley face, smiley face.
No moi! Hey! Well, there was one moi. Yeah, I think that the oldest pro player at the last LAN was Quinn Lobdell, the last RLCS. The oldest pro player at this RLCS is Zane Jackie. He's a part of Rizzo's team, for those of you who don't know him. And I believe that he is 23. I might be wrong on that one, though. Might be wrong. But hey, I appreciate the donations. Really appreciate the donations, guys. Let me, I've readied up. Let me just throw up a series. The series score is currently wrong. Let me, Oh no, my mouse is in the way. I can't see what I'm writing. There we go. So, series score is up. Oh, it's not updated yet. My bad. We did it. All right, now we got Mistake and Turbo. NRG coach Turbopolsa. I just noticed that. So, Turbopolsa is going to be coaching Energy. That's Fireburner Jacob and Sad Jr. I don't know how serious that is. These guys are all good friends, of course. And Toby with the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy your stay. And thanks for using your Twitch Prime sub here, of all places. You guys are far too kind. Will I ever go pro? No, I have no interest in going pro in Rocket League. I'm far better as a caster, trust me. I'm able to have a far more positive influence doing what I'm currently doing than I ever would as a pro player. I'm just too old, too washed up, too keyboard and mouse, too stupid mechanically. Oh, that's a good dunk by mistake, just off target though. Tries to air roll to get the finish on that, but he didn't get around it before flipping. How old is Doomsy? I think Doomsy is like 20 or 19. Gontho with the air dribble off the wall, that's really nice. He actually did dodge into this to send it away from him a bit earlier. There we go. So he could have just kept on carrying that, but he fired it directly underneath the crossbar. It was like 115 or something kph. It's always a good idea to throw one of those in there. Oh, Gontho getting a little bit mind gamed and a little bit of a self-inflicted injury right here. Mistake, solid kickoff win. But Gontho, when he went for that challenge, he boosted away from the ball, so that was not ideal. I think he might have just got fooled by his brain right there. He tried to go towards the ball, but his brain is telling him, "Hey, boost! You'll get there faster." So he boosted, but it turned out not to be a good idea. I don't think LAN finals of G3 and F2 are gonna go. G3 and F2, lol. Oh my goodness.
Just kidding.
Oh.
I just wanted you to have a donation
Hey.
without getting
The reverse. The reverse.
a bit richer.
Oh man.
Love your streams, Johnny. Sorry to mess up your ranked games when I'm your teammate, D.
Sorry to mess up your rank games on your teammate. Yeah, my teammates always rank. The amount of times that people tell me, oh, yeah, I'm really nervous to be in your team, I'm just like, why? Why does this happen to me? Mistake over the mind game, I really like that one. There was a very low risk on that mind game. But Turbo's pieced out, actually, so the pressure is going to turn over. Oh my goodness, Gontho just giving away the possession. That's not what I like to see. Why am I not cursing RLCS? Something about that's a real question. I mean, they hired NA casters to begin with for logistical reasons. And yeah, there's just not enough. I guess there's just not enough games to be casted to, what do you call it, justify getting more casters. I don't know. I don't really know the ins and outs of what happens at RLCS, so you'd have to ask somebody who's more informed. What a finish by Turbopolsa! Beautifully done. We got a tie game and Turbo just decides to throw a spanner in the works. Look at that rebound. Backflip, top corner, easy for Turbo. What on earth is he doing? Oh dear. Cough, Shogun, cough. Well, I'll tell you something. This might not be public. This might not be common knowledge to all of you guys, but I mean, I've said it before. It's not a secret or anything. But I did actually. I told Clydefuel, who he's part of the conversation for RLCS talent hiring squad, and I told Clydefuel myself. For I don't know what difference it made, but I told him, I was like, yeah, Shogun should be the first EU guy to get a look in at RLCS casting, and I fully believe that that is the case, and that they made the right decision to hire him, because he's been casting Rocket League since before I even knew the game existed, playing SARP for years as well. He was part of the community for a long time, and he's a really good caster, like really good caster, very talented guy, lovely man. Everybody should go sub to Shogun on YouTube. He's very funny. He streams as well, so definitely check him out. I featured him once. There was that cast I did with Jacob and Greasy, and Shogun was actually playing. But he is a caster, play-by-play caster, with an English accent. So he sounds phenomenal, all the time. Pluto! We have Pluto on the ball, mistake. And now we have Turbopolsa, just launching it forward. Mistake's going to get on the end of it, but Gontho coming in with the save. Turbopolsa off the wall. Out to Mistake the Scrub Killer. He's going to beat him to it. Oh, he gets it over the defense, but Gontho just clears it. What a misplay by Gontho. I can't believe that he's done this. But yeah, that's a true story, whether or not you want to believe it. I recommended my main competition to get hired before me for RLCS, and I think they probably would have hired him first anyway, because he was like clearly the right decision. He's been casting Rocket League for a long time, and he's really good. So, but I thought, yeah, I'm just definitely going to tell them that, because I strongly believe that that is the right decision. Yeah, do I feel like I should be next in line? Yeah, I mean, if I was like picking the next caster, I'd probably choose me. Not gonna lie to you guys. I think my reputation speaks for itself. Oh, that's a good shot. Scrub dunk in the clear. Gontho's shots have been pretty good this game, not gonna lie. Looking to help Scrub on his way to a 2-0 lead in the lobby. Which, oh, that's a good pass. Gontho with a shot. Another absolute screamer. Turbo gets a nice clear on the end of that, though. Quite a lot of distance on that clear from Turbo. He is a very good clearer of the ball, is Turbopolsa. One of the things that he was most credited for back on his time playing for Kapow with a lot as Sniper Kid back in the day. People were always afraid of Turbo's clears. Back as soon as you saw Turbo on the wall, you just had to back off a long way.
One winking face. Why is Reunited struggling at our LCS? I think they're doing a lot of individual mistakes. What are their weaknesses in your opinion?
In my opinion, the weaknesses of Reunited, like defensively, they kind of crumble when they get pressured on the backboard. They kind of crumble pretty quick. So they need to work on their wall defense. Doomsy in particular has a couple of weaknesses in that regard, but he's been getting better at them. It's just that there's not enough time. If they're not willing to put in the hours and hours and hours improving in the game that some of the other teams are, then you're not going to see as much improvement in that regard. So yeah, for me, it's just like time for Reunited. They just didn't put in as much effort as other teams, from what I know. I mean, I'm reading between the lines and going off of the limited information. But yeah, I think Reunited just needed to work harder individually, and yeah, They got a bit unfortunate. They're definitely the team who were closest between the RLCS season 1 and 2. They were the next in line. They were 5th in RLCS season 1 and 6th in RLCS season 2. So a bit of a heartbreak for Reunited fans, but the competition in EU is just too good at the moment. Too many good teams to get a walk into the LAN. Get banged, says Mistake. Unfortunately, Scrub misfiring on the long shot. We've got the youngsters against Gontho and Turbo right now. How is this one going to turn out? We could have the triple loss for Gontho. He's currently not able to pick up a win. Oh, that's a nice shot by Scrub. I didn't expect that one to make it past the near post defense. Mistake saying he can't drift with this car. That's interesting. That's a really good line by Scrub. I don't think Turbo expected Scrub to get that on target. I really don't, given the position that he put himself in. Could that be because they don't communicate as much with other teams? It could be, but honestly I don't think that's the biggest problem for them. For Reunited. I think I got the score. Did I give... Oh, I got the scores. Sorry, ignore the overlay. I got it wrong. I'm an idiot. We've got super low production quality today. As soon as something happens, I'll tab it and change that. As soon as a goal goes in, rather. Tab it and change that in the next kickoff, if I remember. It's actually Mistake who's no wins. I knew something was wrong with that. I was like, wait, what have I done wrong? I've done something wrong here. So Mistake's currently on 0 wins. Scrub Killa on 2 wins. So we're either going to see the Scrub Killa 3-0 or the Mistake 0-3. Oh, somehow that goes in. Oh my goodness. Scrub got a little bit lucky here, but that is Scrub says this car easy. Look at that dunk. Booty shot by Scrub. Gontho couldn't get up in time. The booty shot. Easy. What a professional caster. No wonder he's no casting RLCS. Yeah, because the RLCS casters are in charge of the overlay for sure. Gontho just wanted to Scrub. I know! I knew I did something wrong. I just got confused. It's because, I'll tell you why I did it. It's because the order that the names appeared in the list, I just did it from top down. I was like, yeah, Mistake is 3rd in the list, therefore he must be 30 or 2nd equal. Oh, that should have been a goal. Turbo had a free shot on net. Scrub was sideways. But unfortunately, he missed the ball. Did Turbopolsa. Many people has picked for the best Swedish player, but a lot's been showing up pretty well recently. I think a lot has definitely improved his game. Significantly. Yes, I didn't say a lot. I'm so happy. I was thinking, don't say a lot, don't say a lot. Think of something different to say. Significantly. That's the one. The Scrub is going for a backflip dribble. Of course, that backflip dribble where you cut into the ball and then backflip to send it back in the opposite direction that you initially cut into it from is a move that you don't just have to use that to shoot. You can use it in the midfield to take someone out of the game, which is what Scrub did there. Weird to see Turbopolsa moving up right there. We saw he aggressed in a position that Gontho was already occupying, and that set up the opportunity for Scrub to take them both out of the game like we saw. Oh my goodness, more boys. Typical. People on YouTube are going to freak. They're going to be like, why do you still have the donation signs on? People are just spamming moi. How dare they? This is ruining my experience. Oh, you've been watching me on YouTube. Well, welcome to the stream, my man. Hope you're enjoying your stay. How many of you guys didn't know Twitch was a thing before you found my YouTube? How many of you have been brought to the actual website through that YouTube? Turbo saying, no one in chat or Johnny noticed. I don't think I know what they are talking about. I must have looked away. I mean, like I said earlier, I just look at my chat if the games are boring. We'll have to look back in the VOD. Apparently Turbo had a cracking save on the blue team net. A couple of you guys? Not Kim, that's a lie. Oh, and there we go. So one back on the scoreboard for NRG Coach Turbopolsa. I said I'd change the leaderboard. We're gonna do it this time. Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm gonna do this so quickly. Wait for it. Right. Okay. We didn't miss anything, I swear. Easy. Scoreboard is correct. Only dropped like 5 frames. Or, oh no, it's getting glitchy now. What have I done? Don't tab out in the middle of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Confuses the OBS. And also, Mike Rules 1234, thanks for the host. I can't. The people just watch your stream because they're getting you confused with the real Mike Rules. That's pretty funny that you've actually built up a following for yourself. I like that. But thanks for the host, man. Hope you had a good stream, regardless. We're still very much a one-sided game here. Mistake and Scrub are just baby handling Gontho and Turbo, because of course Mistake and Scrub, if you combine their ages, are 27. I hope that makes all of you feel very old. But they're baby handling Gontho and Turbo right now. Gontho and Turbo are struggling. Would I get punched in the face for Alpha Boost? Absolutely not. It's not that good. What? Oh no, the text-to-speech lady can't read Pluto! Pluto, Pluto, Pluto. I'll do it a couple times just for you, buddy. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate that, man. Sorry that the text-to-speech lady can't read Pluto. Oh, Gontho just got beamed. Get absolutely beamed. So, Scrub putting this, he popped it backwards. See, like, right there, he gets on the opposite side of the ball. Gontho is expecting Scrub to pop that into the top right corner. But unfortunately for him, he popped it back across the goal. Really smart play. Always a good idea to put it behind the goalkeeper, because not only could it just go straight in if the goalkeeper overcommits to a lunge across the goal, but you're also more likely to be able to continue attacking after the save happens, should it happen. Alright, 5 in this game is really running away from Gontho and Turbo. Again, they both go over the same ball. Low boost and Turbo can't recover in time. Lunges for the save. No cigar.
Get some McDonald's on me. You're looking thin, John.
Look at them.
Cheers for the YouTube uploads.
Hey, you're welcome, man.
New Zealand and often miss your speed.
Oh, you're New Zealand. We could not be further away from each other if we tried. Like, New Zealand is actually the furthest country in the world away from Scotland. We're pretty much like 11.5 hours apart. So, welcome to the stream, dude, and you're welcome for the for the YouTube uploads. Hope you continue to enjoy them. And thanks for the donation, of course. Scrub, a couple of accidental double jumps there. He's done that twice in a row now. Trying to front flip, but he double jumps on accident. And mistake with the mistake. I don't know what on earth he was trying to do here. Gets the boost. Thinks about going off the wall. Decides not to. Then just perfectly centers it for Gontho. I had to watch that on the replay because that was quite a phenomenal center ball by Mistake. Definitely playing to his namesake right there, and they're throwing away a lead which looked very solid. They were up by 4, now they've been chopped in half. Oh, that's a decent attempt by Scrub. Mistake is extremely deep in his own half. There was an open net, but Mistake was not in town to capitalize. Oh, that's a great center ball, but Scrub's overcommitted. He was flopping in. Was Scrub kill. A chance for Turbo and Gontho to make this an interesting game. Gontho's going to shoot low, tries to go under. Mistake. Scrub is there though. That's going to be game. Turbo gets completely mind gamed by Scrub Killa to finish. And Leaf Gontho flies in for the save. Doesn't want to give Scrub and Mistake one more goal. Oh, here we go. My guys. Mistake here. Oh, the goal line denies him. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But that is all for this lobby. Scrub 3-0. Everybody else getting 1 win. Gontho asking if they're switching. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. What I like about you is it seems that sometimes you're able to answer to chat rather than just people who donate, and I think that's great. Yeah, of course, if you want to get my attention in chat, just tag me. Donations are, you know, predominantly just a way to support me, not a way to, well, obviously if you want to guarantee that I'll hear a question, then donating is probably a good idea, but you can almost certainly get my attention in chat as well. SNES controller versus keyboard and mouse. I mean, keyboard and mouse is what I play with, but it's just because it's more fun. What are these guys talking about? I tabbed out. Esper is... See, I don't know. Why do people use cancer as a derogatory term? This is like why I knew. When somebody accused me of using this word to describe someone's health, I knew that it was a lie, because that's not actually part of my insulting vocabulary. Like, I don't know why. Like, when did this happen? I believe it started with League of Legends, so that's... I really do think it's got to stop. It's not cool. Donate for attention. Yeah, pretty much, kid. Pretty much. But I appreciate all the support. I really do. G2 Johnny Boy, that'll be the day. So we're going to go for another round here. Everybody wants to give another go at the Esper in this 2's lobby. Scrub was able to get 3 wins, but we're hopefully going to see him lose a game. If he goes 6-0, then I'm going to cry. Because the play in this lobby has not been phenomenal. The first game that Turbo and Scrub played looked like a very organized team, so we'll have to wait and see if they can do it again. Turbo is kind of mind gaming Gontho right there. The AFK mind game, where you just sit there and do nothing, and hope that the other player tries to capitalize on you not moving. Oh, just getting it in was Turbo. The bounce shot did make it over the top of Mistake on the goal line. We're going to take a look at what Mistake saw. Yeah, he did all he could, I reckon. He tried to get up in time to keep that out of the net, but Turbo was up even faster, of course. Oh, the delayed kickoff. Wait a minute, what was this? Was there some shenanigans in play here? Did Scrub do a late kickoff? Oh, he did. Yeah, Mistake just got ruined. Scrub, he deliberately slowed down on his approach so that Mistake would hit the ball straight into him, and then Scrub, with the late arrival, got it straight past 2-0. Scrub looking imperious again. Not looking good for Mistake and Gontho, unfortunately. Not looking good for them at all. We'll see what a lot of people would ask, like, what do they have to do to combat this play by Scrub and Turbo, and my answer would be to score open goals, unlike what we just saw right there, because that was atrocious. That was not ideal. But mainly, it's all about possession maintenance in 2v2, and right now Leaf and, or I keep calling him Leaf, it's Gontho. Gontho and Mistake are not able to get any sort of consistent pressure going. Every time that they do get an attack, it pretty much gets turned over by Scrub and Turbo immediately, because Scrub and Turbo are doing a far better job controlling the boost at the back of their half than Mistake and Gontho are. Like, Scrub and Turbo are stealing a ton of boost pads in Mistake and Gontho's corner. Like that boost pad in the ground, in the back corner, should have been picked up. Okay, actually Scrub with a misplay here, or did Turbo expect Scrub to go for this? Where's Turbo gone? Yeah, Scrub going for that boost pad was certainly a misplay. He wanted to secure that and then go for the ball, but that's a bit greedy. You've got to do it in the other order, like secure the ball, take the possession, and then pick up the boost on the exit. That's the ideal order of things. Between the two of you in a 2v2 game, trying to control one of the boost pads each is ideal in the back corner when you're defending. Or even when you're attacking, you want to control those same two boost pads. The two boost pads in the defensive corner are key. Like this one right here, I expect Scrub to steal it, and he does. Go for another demo, and he didn't actually steal the boost pad on that side. He's just going to come back around pretty quickly. Nice pass by Turbo. Scrub right here, another option would have been to extend his rotation just a couple of feet, steal that boost pad, and then come around, which would have been a later arrival, of course, but I think the chance would have still presented itself, and he would have stolen the boost as well. Always look out for that in 2v2. Just grabbing that boost in the exit. There we go again. Turbo and Scrub. I can't highlight enough just how much of a difference it is making. Just now look at Mistake for the next few seconds. Look how ineffective he's being, because he can't get any big clears on the ball. Unfortunately, Scrub and Turbo kind of getting in each other's way. Perhaps giving Mistake a chance to recover. Yeah, got a little bit of boost on the lad from Israel now. Again, there's no consistent pressure for them. Scrub and Turbo turning it over the first opportunity. Yeah, more boost control for Scrub. This time, okay, Gontho did steal one there. Will they be able to get any consistent pressure? Mistake backing off indicates that the answer to that question is going to be a no. And Turbo's actually on the goal line. I'm a bit curious why he didn't move up there. He's putting himself under pressure. Scrub is back to help him. Would I say the worst card in the game is? Probably the back part. Oh, Turbo's actually just going to play in goal. Interesting. He's just letting Scrub attack by himself. I would never recommend this strategy because it's not really necessary at higher level to play with a goalkeeper. I know that at lower level you do want to have a goalkeeper sometimes, just because it's difficult to know where you're supposed to be on the pitch if one player is not allocated to do that. But full rotation and even short rotations are far more common in 2v2. Okay, this shot by Scrub was just horrendous, I guess, because what on earth just happened? The open net. was beckoning. Oh yeah, that's just not good enough. Turbo cleared out the goalkeeper, and I expected Scrub to score. Then suddenly it's actually a pass. Gontho and Mistake are right back in it. That was a 2-goal miss pretty much. Should have been 4-1 in favor of Scrub and Turbo. And a race to the boost. Gontho wins this one. They still need one more goal though, like I said. Superior challenging in the midfield by Scrub and Turbo is just the difference right now as well. They're not taking themselves out of the game at all. Every single time, staying relevant. Okay, just as I say that, Scrub takes himself out of the game. Oh dear. Nice save by Turbo. Had to block 2 players right there. From what do you get triggered? I don't know. So that was just great defensive play by Turbo. Opening up the counter-attack for Scrub. Not a defendable shot right there. Perhaps an overcommit by Gontho and Mistake. They were down by a goal, but they've got to ask themselves, you know, 35 seconds on the clock or whatever it was, is this our last chance in the game? And I think that both of them would tell you, no, it's not, because in 35 seconds, you're probably going to be able to craft out another chance. You don't need to go all in for that open net. You don't need to go all in for that open net at all. And suddenly, Scrub and Turbo are starting to do exactly what I said they were, you know, avoiding so well, and that is just taking themselves out of the game. This challenge by Turbo, not blocking a lot of angles at all, and that they've been avoiding doing that all game. Just, you know, lunging at the ball for low percentage challenges, but now starting to let these mistakes slip into their game, and Mistake is slipping goals into their net. Still 1 goal in it. Oh, Scrub, nice finish. The counter-attacks that Scrub is able to put out, even at 2v2, that's just so quick. The smoothness that he's able to get up the wall, off the wall, and fire a shot directly into the net. It's quite frightening, I'm not going to lie. It's clinical. Clinical finishing from the youngster. Does Gontho look like Bipod? I have no idea. Would I like to get punched in the face 20 times for every single painted wheels in the game at the time? What? Isn't that just like a obvious no? Is there like supposed to be an upside to that? Can you join the game? No, you cannot. Sorry, I don't know who you are. But GG Scrub. His winning streak continues. Just on an absolute tear right now. Alright, let's see if I can remember to update the score properly. So we have the 4 and the 2 and the 1 and the 1. But of course Mistake and Gontho are both going to get a shot at playing with Scrub, so they may have the 3-way tie for second place even after the second rotation. If Scrub can continue this dominant run, he is really on fire right now. Playing very well. You're from Belgium. It's a beautiful city. I don't think Belgium's a city, my friend. I think it's a country. Chat made Scrub like Esper again. There you go, Twitch chat. You've done a good deed today. Made Scrub like Esper. It's a good clear by Gontho. Look, that actually caught Mistake off guard. He was not initially ready to tackle that clear ball. Gontho with a half volley wall clear, timed very well. Oh, that's not good though. Gontho tackling Turbopolsa. Very disorganized play from the orange team. Both players trying to center it to each other at the same time. But yeah, last time I checked, I don't think Belgium's a city. Belgians think their country is a city. Okay, Scrub is, that's the second time that he's fluffed an open net shot by slapping it with the undercarriage. Hopefully he doesn't get that 3 times in a row. That would not be a good shot. Oh, speaking of good shots, Turbopolsa, really nice pop. Scrub Killa is criticizing himself for his defensive positioning, but this was a really good shot by Turbo. Right underneath the crossbar at speed, not easy to save that one. Scrub would have pretty much had to preemptively jump to get up in time. Another delayed kickoff by Scrub. He will win the ball into the orange half. Lands on Turbo. He landed on Turbo. Oh, that's actually another open net. Can Scrub find it? This time he goes for the slow play. Maybe not confident in his open net shots after missing a couple. Nice dribble. Gontho's through on net here. Can he get it past Mistake? Yes, he can. What a dribble by Gontho. He just 1v2'd Scrub and Mistake, who are both, you know, on their day. Mistake's a top 10 1v1 player, and Scrub is definitely, at the moment, the best 1v1 player in the world. Gontho dribbles them both, one after another. Not the best spacing by Mistake and Scrub, though. They were too far apart in the sense that in 2v2, if somebody's challenging a dribbler the second player wants to be close enough that if the dribbler takes the first player out of the game with a flick or something, the second player wants to be able to pounce on the dribbler before he can retake control of the ball, which is exactly what we saw Gontho do there. He dribbled, scrub, and then control, or his next touch was to control it and dribble mistake as well. Suddenly Turbo Gontho getting together, stringing together some pressure. Bump by Gontho onto Scrub was important there, because that took Scrub out of the game just long enough to keep him away from that save. A lot of people asking if they can join the game. You guys are too funny. Somebody said something about... I was trying to catch a comment. Didn't see it. Oh, not an ideal save by Scrub. Mistake will post pinch it clear though. Turbo's up incredibly early for that one. That was a really good read on the play from Turbo. Oh, the passing from Gontho. This time Turbo's going to whiff it though. Unfortunate. Because the pass from Gontho was a good one. They are still up by 3. Hopefully to give Scrub his first loss of the lobby. And they're getting a ton of pressure right now on Mistake and Scrub. Scrub's going to back off actually. Looking for boost. Look at this shot total. 7-2. It really is indicative of how this game has been going. There we go. Another just clear straight towards the other team. And the panic flip from Mistake. He was going for a fast aerial side flipped on accident. Every single touch seems to be a hard clear. Oh, this one's worked though. Has Scrub found the open net? Barely. Bottom left corner is the destination. I think it was... yeah, it was Gontho. Tried to get up and hit this ball off the wall. And as the last man, he had to get something on it. Scrub Killa saying, my shots keep beaning with this car. He's not wrong. He's beaned a couple of open nets with the Esper. But this late kickoff is absolutely causing a ton of problems. Boost steal by Scrub is going to lead to pressure, if nothing else. Good read off the ceiling bounce. Gets it on target. Leaf didn't, or Gontho didn't contest. I'm still calling him Leaf. This is so annoying. Because I actually know Gontho from a long time ago. I used to run into him in ranked all the time. But just Leaf, the fact that it is a word and a noun makes it really difficult not to say whenever I see it. And just Leaf, yes. Here we have Leaf on the ball, but that's his team, for those of you who don't know. Under 2 minutes remain. Scrub maybe picking up his first loss in the lobby right here. An allegoric duck with the 3 month in a row, another 3 month in a row resub. Doody doo to you too. I appreciate the resub, and hope you enjoy your sexy new icon, dude. Will Mistaken Scrub be able to get back into this game? We're seeing much better offensive rotation from Gontho and Turbo. They're not getting in each other's way like they were earlier, which is good to see. Looking to pass the ball as well, which is always refreshing to see in 2v2, because a lot of 2v2 games just dissolve into one player making a solo play and the other player backing him up, and then where the solo play fails, the other player will move in. But Gontho and Turbo have been looking for a lot of passing plays, which is good. On the save from Gontho, he could have let that ball go in, but he's gonna set up Turbo anyway. Turbo had a shot on net that was unsavable. Gontho tried to steal it, but he popped it into the crossbar, but it's alright, Turbo's on the scene to finish it anyway. The BM by Turbo and Gontho right there is pretty impressive. They're like only up by 2, and Gontho saved Turbo's shot, so I'm not sure if he would have done that in a tournament or in a ranked game, but yeah, he's just showing off. I do like to see that. A little bit of creativity. They're demolishing Scrub and Mistake right here. Mistake and Scrub getting way too close to each other. Both kind of moving forward into the same position. You can kind of forgive Scrub a little bit though, because they are down by 3 goals, so he's just cheating up there, trying to get close to the ball in case the 50-50 stays in the vicinity where it is happening. And if that did occur, he could maybe move in and get a free shot. But unfortunately 50-50 goes horrendously against them, and this game is almost certainly going to go to Turbo and to Gontho. But Mistake in last place all by himself, and give Scrub his first loss in the lobby. He's still on track to at least come first equal with Turbo. It's on Turbo now to win the last game with Mistake as his teammate, which would make us have a 2-way tie for first place and third place, which we had the other day when we did this best of 6 2v2 lobby. There's always going to be ties when you do this. It's almost always going to be a tie. Oh, nice catch. Unfortunately, that's all that we were gonna get though. Hey, what's up, X Frodo Swaggins? How you doing, man? Like that celebration by Turbo, just kind of spinning. What I think of Mike's performance on that stream, I think I would advise him to avoid repeating that because he'll probably get banned on Twitch. Okay, so we got the 4-2-3-1 at the moment. We've got the 4-3-2-1, and with Gontho and Scrub teaming up now, that is, we're guaranteed to have a draw. Oh no, wait, is it Gontho and Scrub? Yeah, it's Gontho and Scrub. So the outcomes that we're looking at is we could have the 5-3-3-1 finish where Scrub is out in first place unanimously and Mistake is unanimously last with 2 players tied for second. Or we could have the two-way tie for first if Turbo is able to take down Scrub again, this time with the help of Mistake. Oh, the open net miss by Turbo. Or not Turbo, by Gontho. That is a disaster. Absolute disaster by Gontho. To start this game off. Scrub did secure that corner boost, which is important. They should be able to relieve a lot of pressure with that pickup, and they do. And the Scrub now stealing the boost on the far side. And yeah, he's taking pretty much every boost right here, which is going to make Mistake pretty useless. He's trying to pick up this middle one, but look at that. He's out of position now for the pinch clear. No way he's getting back in time. That's just... Right there, we see the effects of the boost steal. Mistake is sitting on the mid boost, and look at that calculated clear by Gontho and Scrub. Pretty ridiculous. And yeah, Mistake. Greed gets the better of him as he sits on the halfway line trying to pick up a boost pad, which is not going to respawn in time. They are on 10-second respawns, those big boost pads. I've said this before in my stream, but I'll say it again in case anybody new is tuning in. Mistake getting a good rebound here. We see Gontho sitting deep in the net, or rather Scrub sitting deep in the net because he wants to have time to react and drive forward at the ball in multiple angles, but by being so deep, he gives Mistake the chance to just plow the ball in before he has any time to react. Another delayed kickoff by Scrub. I'm surprised that nobody's tried to send a fast kickoff straight over his head yet, because he's been doing this quite a lot, and it is counterable. Another missed power shot by Scrub. He's missed a lot of those power shots with the Esper. Trying to slap it in, but he's hitting it with the undercarriage. So I'm not expecting Scrub to make a change to the Esper, because these power shots are extremely lacking. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot, somewhere in between by Gontho. Scrub's probably going to mind game this. Oh, he's caught in two minds. He wasn't sure about going for the air carry or the fake air carry. Nice back pass by Gontho. Another kind of weak hit by Scrub. And now they've spaced themselves out a lot, but it looks like the boost starving has been happening. Turbo almost certainly low on boost, or he would be aggressing that ball. Scrub showing Mistake a lot of respect there. I'm not sure if he should be backing off in that situation. Mistake following this one himself, and Scrub wide line into the corner. Nice finish by Mistake, getting the bottom left corner with precision. Now Turbo and Mistake set up to win this. Tie up the lobby for first and third place, like I explained earlier. It's a good half volley wall clear by Turbo. The distance relieving a lot of pressure. Still plenty of time for the blue team to come back into this one, but not if they keep on letting the ball center so dangerously. Mistake opting for a challenge rather than stealing the boost from the corner. That was a pretty all-in play by Mistake right there. Not just stealing the boost and then turning to pressure, because he left the boost up for Scrub, which pretty much means that if he doesn't win the 50-50 against Scrub and get it into a dangerous position, it will be a turnover. But what a finish actually by Mistake. That first touch was really on point. The second touch as well, which is delicious. Look at that side flip shot. That's a move I'd highly recommend all of you to learn yourselves, is just kind of cutting into the ball from the side and then ripping across it with the side flip, but from underneath the ball. It gets ridiculous pace on the ball and lifts it as well. Yeah, Mistake's looking good all of a sudden. These shots are very impressive, very precise, from the best keyboard and mouse player in the world, in my opinion. No, Turbo didn't read that clear. He didn't think Scrub was going to be able to get it so far away from the wall. And now the low boost Esper battle commences. Oh, Gontho not reading that center ball. It was a fast one. Demo on the exit from Scrub. Fortunately, Gontho is again not reading the play. Little bit late on figuring out what Scrub is trying to do. There we go. Finally some pressure. Turbo's in the scene. Good save by Turbo. Pretty much putting it to an unscoreable angle. It was technically scoreable, but very, very tight. You would not expect somebody to get the ball in from that tight of an angle, even Scrub Killa. Now the timer's just like disappearing, and chances are not coming in high volume for Gontho and Scrub. Which is good news for our Swedish-Israeli combo. That's a good read by Gontho. He predicted Mistake's angle of the clear, but Turbo again, just so solid on the wall. Really is one of the best wall defenders in the world. It's Turbopolsa. Wow, the Scrub Killa playing in Johnny's stream. I mean, he asked if he could keep playing, so I was like, sure, why not? And Scrub Killa with the goal secure. Let's see where this all went wrong for Mistake and Turbo. So Turbo's overextending for a bump, maybe trusting Mistake to win that challenge, but not the case. Mistake taking out the game. 1 goal in it now. And there's a 1v1 for Mistake versus Scrub. Mistake comes out on top. And he actually did secure the boost in the corner, which is huge. Now we've got plenty of boost on the orange team. Mistake's on the wall though. That's curious. Turbo is actually backing off to give Mistake a power clear, but Mistake not in position. The ambush by Gontho, which of course, I really want that word to get added to caster vocabulary. Oh my goodness, Mistake, how is he doing this? Just forcing the ball in. Look at that, he's in the air the whole time. Oh, he comes down briefly, but a quick aerial. Oh, if you're just reading the clear, that was really well played. I was wondering if he was going to follow that the whole way. He just came out of nowhere. From Gontho's perspective, Mistake was completely eclipsed by the ball. But yeah, before I forget, I definitely want ambush to become a known term in Rocket League for when somebody gets tackled from behind. Oh, Scrub with the pop! That was pretty sick. Some people say that you can't redirect the ball, it's already on target, and put it in, but look at that, Scrub barely changes the angle, but adds a ton of speed to it, lifts it over the goalkeeper. That was pretty slick. The ball was already on target, but Scrub, deftest of touches, 116 kph shot, giving them some hope. They're within the last 20 seconds though, maybe only one more chance, one more opportunity to seize everything they ever wanted. But will they capture it or will they mum spaghetti? Oh, they've got one chance. This is it. Scrub's got to get an infield dribble on the go. Control is not what it could have been. Backflip to take Turbo out of the game. Trying to recover. Oh, it's going to hit the deck though. That's all that she wrote. Mistake went for the keeper demo, hoping that Scrub could get a quick piece of ball control to take it towards the net. The Scrub's first touch was not what it could have been. And that means that we do have the two-way tie for first place and the two-way tie for third place. I'll just go ahead and update that on the screen so there's no confusion. Look at that, I predicted the order the first time I wrote it in. I'm a genius. Scrub would join a team. Which team do you think he would join? I mean, if he got to choose, he would probably choose Flipside because they're the best team right now. Who wouldn't choose Flipside? But yeah, that's enough of this lobby for sure. We don't want to get sick of casting these guys. They can keep playing if they want to. I'll hop out of this lobby. You guys can. Turbo. Octane Love Heart says Turbo. I mean, Scrub was missing a lot of power shots with the Esper, I must say. But he did get some really ridiculously good touches as well.